Hey guys, level 2 here. Alright, what we're gonna do today is just a trade review of what we do today and a small trade plan of what we would be looking for tomorrow. Alright, if you look at the video from last night or this morning, if you probably got a chance to look at it before market opens, you would have seen my trade plan would have been looking for inside the knowing the data that we had on Tuesday evening, the preliminary data, and we had um, for coming up today at 10 a.m. So trade plan was looking for inside there and look at the fade. Now I am not tied to the pit itself. Trading futures you could trade anytime except between the hours of 4 to 6 or something like that, or 5 to 6. Um, Usually I'll swing trade and let trades run. If you're tied to day trades, you might not have been too successful. If you were day trading according to Nate top step rules, I close off my trade with a 12, 10 pip or 11 pip point on the sell side. If you were in the live stream today, you'd have seen me the 64.5. I got filled here. That is where we actually looked to actually go to trade. Let me see if I pull up that pic. I take a screenshot before I left. Alright, this is how to be nimble in trading. So you make a trade plan before and you trade. So the initial reaction, we know we like a up down move to clear the market and look to more or less take advantage of which side we look for more preferable. So you see, I'm telling fellas to go, and I was looking at for the report. 64.65 for the high side and 64.05 got filled exactly to the pip. 64.05 on the futures contract, and we more or less traded three contracts and traded out at 65 and then take a short to the downside. So right now we're in a short with one more contract remaining. We took 22 contracts at 64.40 just before market close. We got at like about 3:45 p.m. Bought the ES today on 84. Got out of my swing trade 80 at 94 today. Just before close of market, and I have the 84 still running on the swing side. Didn't much traded on the day trade. I just putting up the 84 there for them fellas to show them where actually I bought and sold today. Um, these the inventories trade. So you would see inventory 29. You would see the O5 sitting here. The O5 we traded three contracts on today. Looking to leg out at 25, 45, and 65. You see labels on them up here, which stops and take profits in the area. That were initially trade. I didn't actually take a screenshot. What it was to do, had a clean up. And this was the scalp based on the implied volatility. Held the scalp to 55. So I got 10 point trade off for that. Took more or less no one loss, one win today on it. Now we go to the dashboard. So far on the dashboard we made 2600 again today. Total contracts, we increased the contracts because we were looking at taking full advantage of the oil. It's 6 and 2 total on trades and edge trades and consecutive wins and losses. Total 12 trades today. You would see we have on crude oil was more or less where we got most of the money. 5 and 2, 2 scalping trades, 5 lots more contracts. Didn't really take any heat on the trade itself. And the ES mini just take a 1-on-1 and about a plus 500 on the trade, so that made up with 2600. Right now we sitting at 53,640. I mean 3,643 positive. The 15-day target is 7,500. So approximately halfway there. We still have 12 days. We only traded 3 days so far. One losing day and more or less three winning. So we looking to trade smaller contracts tomorrow. The other thing, continuation trade. We have no contracts at 80 remaining. We took off at 94 just before market close, and more or less holding this 84 to the upside, so there'll be less risk today. Alright, basic day trade plan for tomorrow. We're looking to fade the market. News might help us if we'll get a break of the 2900, which is most likely, we more than likely might see that break of 2900 if we have volume tomorrow. I guess small retrace and then push to the upside, so more or less you may have this type of move back down just through settlement to the low value volume node and back up to the 2906 area to start. 2905, 2906, and if we do get through 2906, we're looking at the 10 to 13 area, 13 to 15, sorry. So that'll be more to sell if we get a big push. We have a hard push early in the morning to the upside. Look to fade it down like about 6 or 7 points to the downside. The zone is holding very well so far. Though have other thing, volume has been pretty okay since we started trading this level. So we don't really have a problem with holding this trades. We could sacrifice our points because right now on swing trading we have plus 33 points, so 34 points total on it, with one contract running remaining with 68 points at risk. Alright, so that is more or less, and if we do get the dip, we may look to aggressively buy back the 80, between 80 to 82. If we do see a dip back to the downside, looking for if we do get more or less impulse down in the morning, may look to get in at between 82 to 84 with a little smaller risk, and look to scalp the market back up to settlement. Value areas are important in this, that's why I use in the background. Alright, so let's look at oil now with the trade plan. So we are looking for the 0.5 deviation to the upside, getting at 65, look to sell off the market. We expect the continuation sell to continue down, so there's one contract remaining on my account. More than likely take it at 25 overnight and look at the market tomorrow. If we do get bears in the market, we would be looking at, because this is the day trading setup here, we'll be looking for the push down to at least 25 here. We're not holding any buys at all, the buy bias to the market as yet. We wait for tomorrow to see how it develops and look probably to see if we have a volume node in the 80 to 90 range. The market settled at 230 would have been market close, pit close. I use the pit close as my pointer, draw my data from. The close was 58, so 58, and we have around the same implied volatility. So we're looking at the zero number. If we do get between 64 flat and 63.90 with 20 to 30 pips stop loss, but right now we only swing trading oil. If we do see a retest to the upside or any puzzle move, but more or less the hammer should fall here and go to the downside to 6400, but we're looking to get a trade at 25, not looking to hold more than overnight unless we see Japan's open with a lot of bearish signs, which is unlikely if we're trading together with the S&P. So right now we are at $3,643 in total. So pretty well so far for this week. The guys on them who across working in the office pretty happy with the trading today. That is why I kind of left. I think Elijah said he would be trading tomorrow, so most likely I might jump in and come across and give some comments. Okay, guys. I hope you had a profitable day. Plan the trade, trade the plan. Follow your rules. Use your risk to reward. Measure risk. Always measure your risk before you enter a trade and know exactly where you're looking for take profit. If the market doesn't go your way, so be it. But trading is about taking losses and trading out. I had some questions today from the guys and about the emotions of trading because yesterday we missed um uh, potential 40-point entry by one tick. Didn't bother me too much, but it's trading. And today we entered 2D tick and got a total of 90 points of each active contracts. 90 or 70, 90 or 95 points. I didn't really check. I had to go and monitor my live account. So hope to see you guys probably in Elijah room tomorrow. And hope you